Welcome back to Open Line, talking about automation's impact on the workforce. It is here, it is happening, and what impact does that then have on higher education? That's our discussion tonight. Well, let's go back to the phones. Let's go to Wayne. Hello, Wayne.
Yes, good evening.
Hello, what's on your mind?
Well, the young lady hit it on the nail when she said the industrial age of the United States. It's like a second phase. The key word I want to use is repetitious. Anything that is repetitious that you do over and over and over can be automated. And it doesn't make sense to have somebody do it over and over when you let a machine do it. And the secret is you got to have quality when it comes out. And I set up a production line at Atari in Sunnyvale, California. They were spitting out so many personal computers that quality control could not keep up with it. So it's like going from the Stone Age to industrial. Next is automation. That's the next phase of our country. It has to go that way if you want to be competitive with Japan. I mean, look what they're doing.
Right. I think that's true, and I appreciate that. I get that things that can be done over and over, like on an assembly line, are going to be automated, and maybe they already have been. What shocks me is that we're such a service-oriented economy in so many ways, and it's those things that are now going to be automated. Mm-hmm. Like when you tell me that a waitress is that I'm disappointed by that. Yeah. And I guess because we now accept it, the fact that they're kiosks, I guess people are used to that, and the fact that there's the self-checkout. You know, I think it's a whole new wave that goes beyond that first level of on the assembly line you're taking out human beings. Now it's in so many other places. Yeah, it is. Diving more into the services industry. But one point about the machinist, machinist is one of our most in-demand positions, and so if you walk into a manufacturing facility, there's lots of machines, but there's still a huge demand for individuals to work those machines. That's one of the top positions that we're needing. And he latched onto a second machine age. Is the Industrial Revolution, is that the first? What do we mean by the second machine age? Yes, the first is the Industrial Revolution, and the second is the machine age. I mean, automation, the second machine age. And is there a time frame? Like, when did it start? Are we in it now? Obviously, we're in it now, but when did it start? I'm not really sure when it started. Maybe 5 years ago. Yeah. I had to.
And the pace of change, I think, and I think we were getting near that point. It's not just that a second age has started, it's that the pace of change may be more quick than we would have even imagined. We have exponential advances now. I'm glad Sally brought up machinists, because that's another great example of we will always need people that can intelligently diagnose parts, create and fabricate brand new parts to make a machine work. And if you walk into any of our machine labs right now at our colleges of applied technology, this is incredibly sophisticated engineering happening. Oftentimes these students, if you were to ask them in isolation, do you like math, they would say no, and then you watch them do an incredibly complex tool setup that required an array of trigonometry, but they were able to apply it. And so this, for higher ed, I think is a big lesson to us. Teaching students things in an applied environment is very powerful, and there may be a student, we're always focused on the student that has counted themselves out of college, who says, well, I'm not college material, and I reject that. I think every student can do some training beyond high school, and it may be that certificate I mentioned, it may be a PhD. Bringing in the applied environment to teach things, I think, is very effective. Let's try one more call. Bob.
Oh, yeah.
Hello. What's on your mind?
Well, besides automation, bringing in new solar cells, this, that, and the other thing, they should be making things cheaper. The houses should be cheaper, but it's not. And the other problem is, for prisoners and stuff, criminals, it takes 80,000 to 150,000 a year to store them. We'll put them in a place that they can be watched. Now, do you make $80,000 to $150,000? Most people don't. They'd be happy to make 40, if that. And it just gets worse and worse like that. I don't know where the government's head is at, but it's not a good place.
Well, Bob, okay, I appreciate it. I see what you're saying. He's just worried about the overall impact on our economy. And so with a minute left in this segment, I mean, you're talking about there's going to be a whole new wave of jobs, a whole new kind of jobs. He's talking about the expense for this and that. Is our economy going to be okay? Are we still going to see the quality of life that we've seen? Or are these lower paying jobs or these higher paying jobs, are there's many of them? Are there just a few that'll benefit? Now you only have 30 seconds because I rambled on. What about that?
I think it can be. I think that's the point of this report. We can get to a place where our economy is more nimble, and we can get to a place where, and I think Tennesseans, it's time for us to realize we're in a fundamentally different place as a state than we've ever been. We led the nation in K-12 growth a few years ago. We are leading the nation in higher education. It may be the best time ever to be trying to bring in the right workforce skills into Tennessee. I'm an optimist. I think we're going to be in a really good place.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back, wrap everything up. Be back right after this.